The Rocking Al Show.
Coming up are the top 10 scams brought to you by the Better Business Bureau. Number 10. Bank Investigator scams. More than $2 million lost. It starts with an early morning phone call from someone claiming to be a bank representative, law enforcement officer, or an investigator, and they tell you that there is a fraudulent activity on your account. They may ask for your credit card details to cancel the transaction. Other times, the victim is told to call the number on the back of the card, but the caller does not disconnect the call. The victim is operating in a panic and does not realize they are still speaking to the scammer. In some instances, the victim may even be asked to transfer funds to another account for protection until the investigation is over, or accept a deposit to later transfer it to another account. However, the deposit is not real, and victims transfer their own money to scammers. Here are some tips. Banks do not ask clients to participate in investigations or to transfer funds to another account for safekeeping. Be wary of early morning phone calls claiming to be from your bank. Cryptocurrencies and investment frauds are also connected to the scams. Check the Better Business Bureau for reputable financial institutions and investment firms, and only invest what you can afford to lose. Number 9. Home improvement scams. Losses are unknown. These scams may start with a knock on the door, or flyer, or an advertisement. Door-to-door solicitors offer quick, low-cost repairs and then take payments without returning. They do shoddy work, leave incomplete projects, or create issues that dramatically increase the cost of the job. One common hook is when the scammer claims to be working in your neighborhood on another project and has leftover supplies. Say no to cash-only deals, high-pressure sales tactics, high upfront fees, handshake deals without a contract, and on-site inspections. Always get a written contract with the price, materials, timeline, and details about each person's responsibilities. Check with the Better Business Bureau to see what other customers have experienced. Work with local businesses that have proper identification, licensing, and insurance. Confirm that your vendor will get all the relevant permits. Number 8. Tech support scams. Almost $1 million lost. Scammers may call pretending to be computer techs from well-known companies like Microsoft or Apple. Others may send pop-up messages that warn about computer problems. They will say they have detected viruses or other malware on your computer and need you to give them remote access to your computer. Eventually, they will diagnose a non-existent problem and ask you to pay for unnecessary or even harmful services. Here's some tips. Never give control of your computer to a third party unless you know it is the representative of a computer support team that you contacted. Legitimate tech support companies do not call out of the blue. Do not click on links in unfamiliar emails. Number 7. Advance fee loans. Almost $1 million lost. Scammers prey on people in a financial bind, especially if they do not qualify for loans through reputable lenders. In most cases, they request an upfront fee to secure a loan, but this is illegal in Canada. If a company demands money to secure a loan, walk away. Be suspicious if a company guarantees a loan before doing a credit check. Check Better Business Bureau for reputable lending organizations. Number 6. Subscription scams. Losses are unknown. Be wary of online advertisements and pop-ups promoting skincare and cosmetic products, as well as weight loss and diet pills. Canadians have been enticed by fake celebrity endorsements and promise of a risk-free trial, but end up falling into subscription traps with large monthly charges on their credit card. Here's some tips. Read all the terms and conditions. Know when the free trial ends. Be wary of websites where this information is not easily accessible. If it looks too good to be true, it probably is. Contact the Better Business Bureau to verify the business and see customer reviews. Look out for pre-checked boxes while placing your order. These may sign you up for unwanted products and charges. Number 5. Phishing. Losses are unknown. Phishing takes many forms, from fake invoices and online endorsements to wire fraud. Fraudulent emails and fake websites that are created to deceive the public into believing they are authentic continue to be a huge problem. Here are some tips. If you receive an email that looks and feels suspicious, contact the business directly. Do not share personal information or click links if you have doubts about the sender of the email. Only shop on legitimate sites. Avoid pop-up ads and impulse spending online. Compare details of the invoice with your order. Implement payment redundancies and educate your employees about these scams. Number 4. Employment scam. More than $4.5 million lost. This scam is an ongoing problem for job seekers, even those using reputable employment sites. Scammers may send checks with a significant overpayment and request that you forward the excess money to someone else. However, the check is fake and you will face the expense of covering the costs. Here's some tips. Do your research on a company before accepting a job offer. Look out for poor grammar, unrealistic salary offers, and insufficient details about the job. If you did not apply for the job, then you did not get hired for one. A legitimate company will not ask you to forward money for any reason or pay an administration fee. Number 3. Online purchase scams. More than $3.5 million lost. This scam is still one of the most diverse risks, as it ranges from fake websites and free trial traps to purchasing counterfeit goods and receiving fraudulent checks from a buyer on sites like Craigslist. Here's some tips. Always shop on legitimate websites and use reputable payment portals. Never wire money to someone you do not know, and be aware of offers that are too good to be true. If possible, do transactions locally and in person. Number 2. Income tax extortion scams. More than $6 million lost. Due to nationwide reports about threatening telephone calls, texts, and phishing emails, this scam is one of the most prevalent around. While we are much better at recognizing it, many still fall victim. There are also calls and email extortion campaigns where people are being blackmailed, as well as prize scams that fraudulently use CRA's name to swindle money from people. Here's some tips. CRA does not make threatening phone calls or request personal information over the phone or by email. Delete texts and emails claiming to be from CRA, especially where they request your social insurance number. Canadian government agencies do not accept payment in Bitcoin or through gift card. And number 1, romance scams. More than $22.5 million lost. Canadians were victimized financially, emotionally, psychologically, and socially by the scam. Catfishing through online dating continues to be a very lucrative and seductive business for scammers. Here's some tips. Never wire or transfer money to someone you have not met. Look out for sob stories, plans to visit the country to meet you, and tales about family emergencies. Do not share personal information like your home address or telephone number on dating sites. Be wary of people who say that they are out of the country and can never meet with you in person.
I hope you found this podcast informative. If you have any comments about this or the other episodes, please comment where available or send them to the Rocky Nell Show at rockynellentertainment.ca. I'll be looking forward to reading them. You can also hear the podcast from other apps go to www.rock103.ca/apps, where you can download your favorite apps to your devices. Until next time, goodbye everybody. The Rocky Nell Show.